Dr. McKay, Fiona de Reef, was arrested at the end of the Pitt Season 1, Episode 14, but it wasn't entirely clear if she's going to jail or not. Things mostly cooled down after the main rush of victims from the Pitfest mass shooting in the Pitt Episode 14, but not everyone got a chance to breathe. As the rest of the cast of the Pitt began dealing with the complex emotions that came from the shooting and speculating about the shooter's identity in the Pitt, but Dr. McKay and Dr. Robbie, Noah Weil, had to deal with David Saunders, Jackson Kelly. Talking to David was a tough enough conversation in itself, as he heavily resented the fact that Dr. McKay had called the police on him and wrongly labeled him a violent misogynist. Difficult as it was, however, it was just the start of McKay's problems. As soon as she got a moment to look at the board of incoming patients, Dr. McKay was approached by two police officers asking her about her ankle monitor. Even though she explained she was helping deal with the shooting victims, the cops dragged McKay off, and the Pitt will have to deal with that development soon. Why Dr. McKay is arrested in the Pitt Season 1 Episode 14's ending. Dr. McKay tampered with her ankle monitor, which is a breach of parole. Dr. McKay, Fiona de Reef, drilling a hole in her ankle monitor in the Pitt Season 1, Episode 13. In the Pitt Episode 5, Dr. McKay explained that she had previously been arrested when she was an addict and she had lost custody of Harrison. Her ankle monitor is likely either part of her house arrest or parole. Then, while Pittsburgh Trauma Medical Center was dealing with the deluge of victims from the Pitfest mass shooting, her ankle monitor started beeping again because it thought she had left the hospital. To stop the beeping, Dr. McKay drilled a hole into her ankle monitor with an IO drill, shutting it off. That, however, is considered tampering and would be considered a breach of her parole. Is Dr. McKay going to jail? McKay is going to jail temporarily, but she has a good chance of getting leniency in court. Dr. McKay, Fiona de Reef, with her hands behind her head being arrested in the Pitt Season 1, Episode 14. Though she did it for good reasons, Dr. McKay is likely going to spend some time in jail for breaking her ankle monitor. The simple truth of the situation is that Dr. McKay did tamper with her ankle monitor and did technically break the conditions of her parole. She also didn't answer when the ankle monitor's company called the hospital to verify her location, which certainly doesn't help her case. There's no way around that, and the police who arrested her are almost certainly taking Dr. McKay to jail. The good news is that Dr. McKay has a lot of advantages going for her. She did technically break her parole, but she had a very good reason to do so, and the judge is likely going to see the mass shooting at Pitfest as an extenuating circumstance. She also didn't actually leave the areas she's allowed to go in the course of her parole, as she was still at the hospital and working when the police arrested her. Those factors mean Dr. McKay likely won't go to prison and will be released into parole again, but she'll have to stay in jail until she has a trial. What Dr. McKay's arrest means for the Pitt Season 1 finale story. McKay will likely be absent from the Pitt Season 1 finale. Aside from a major intervention from Dr. Robbie or Dr. Abbott, there's really nothing that can prevent Dr. McKay from going to jail. That essentially means that Dr. McKay won't be around for the Pitt Season 1 finale, and all the storylines centering around her will be directly impacted. Harrison is going to his grandparents' house, but Chad, Rob Heaps, is still at the hospital and will have to deal with other doctors. Likewise, Dr. Robbie will have to deal with the fallout of Dr. McKay calling the police on David, Jackson Kelly, by himself. Dr. McKay's absence from the Pitt Season 1 finale won't just impact the stories she's directly involved in, however. Having a doctor arrested in the middle of the emergency room won't be good for Pittsburgh Trauma Medical Center's image, so Robbie may have to deal with more pressure from Gloria, Michael Hyatt. It's also just one more massive problem on Robbie's already tall list of issues to deal with, which could send him into another mental health crisis. In short, Dr. McKay's arrest is just the latest piece of bad news that the Pitt has thrown onto its ER doctors.